Hello, welcome to Ed's Reading Room. I've got two wonderful books for you this month. The first book is part of the Seahorse Stars series, and this is called The Lost Lagoon, and this series is by Zuzu Singer. And for perhaps slightly older readers, I've got More Meerkat Madness by Ian Whybrow. More of that in a minute. So, Seahorse Stars, The Lost Lagoon by Zuzu Singer. In this book, Cami is one of the young seahorses hoping to become a seahorse star, and she meets up with her friends Jess and the others regularly. They have to do various tasks in order to become fully fledged seahorse stars. This time the task they're having to do is get to use compasses and maps and so on to find their way around the Rainbow Reef. Cami actually finds using a compass fairly easy, but it's the map reading that makes her in a bit of a muddle. She also has a problem with one of the other seahorses, Coronetta, who isn't terribly friendly, but then one day she becomes very friendly, which is a little bit worrying, and Cami and Jess are not sure if they can actually trust Coronetta. So just to set the scene a little bit from the very beginning of the story. Cami's sunbeam sighed happily as she and her best friend Jess swam through the warm waters of Rainbow Reef. Up ahead was the Pearly Pavilion. It was almost time for their next pearly meeting, and Cami could hardly wait. I wonder what our next pearl will be, mused Jess. She was a pretty blue-green seahorse with sparkling eyes. Cami was a bright, cheerful pink. Both girls wore two shiny pearls on their crowns, which they'd earned for their camping and first aid skills. I don't know, but I can hardly wait to find out, said Cami eagerly. Just think, only 4 more pearls to go and then we'll be seahorse stars, they exclaimed together. So a lot of excitement. It's a lovely story. It tells a lot about determination and also about friendship. Now, as I say, probably for slightly older readers, More Meerkat Madness. More because the first book in the series was simply Meerkat Madness, which was also one of Ed's favourites. This is by the wonderful writer Ian Whybrow. In this story, the young meerkats, Mimi, Schema and Little Dream, are a little bit unhappy when their Uncle Fearless, who looks after them, brings home his lady friend. It makes them think of their own mama, who has rather gone missing, and they think they'd like to set off through the desert to find her. However, when they set off to try and find her, they come across a lion cub who has different plans for them. And again, I'll read just a little bit from the beginning to set the scene. Schema, Mimi and Little Dream were thrilled with their new home. Far Burrow was dark and safe and wonderfully smelly. It was roomy, with comfortable chambers and plenty of secret entrances and exits. Above all, it was theirs, a home of their own that they shared with their dear old, mad old, lovely old, one-eyed Uncle Fearless. At the first coming of suntime, they made their way along the dark tunnels to the upworld and stood together at the main entrance for warm-up. Meerkats can't really get going until they have warmed up their minds and muscles properly. To do this, they have to point the little pads on their tummies towards the rising sun for a while. So there they were, tummy pads in the air, feeling a bit shivery, a bit tired, but happy. It's a wonderful book, a wonderful story. I'm sure you're going to enjoy both these fantastic books, and I hope that you will print out the activities that I've written especially to accompany these books.